This LEGO set is for a very particular type of fan. And unfortunately for my wallet, that so happens to be me. If you see my channel, you know I'm a pretty big classic space guy. In fact, the only other 2026 set I've bought is the recent upscaled astronaut. So, I don't think it should shock you that this pretty much caught my eye immediately. And although I'm not necessarily a pinball enthusiast, I do have an appreciation for retro games and a lot of retro arcade culture in general, so this caught my eyes in a lot more than just being a classic space thing, though it definitely helped. And there's a lot more to love here than just the included classic space minifigures. A particular standout to me is the incredible graphic design on the sides. They are made with stickers, but I'm willing to give them a pass just because of how great the quality of the designs are. I would be a little bit afraid if they did do them with prints, they might mess them up. We know LEGO isn't always the best at having the correct colors in their prints, so I'm willing to give them a pass here for the stickers, and plus honestly, for being super big stickers, they were pretty easy to apply. Moving on to the actual build itself, I love the retro simplicity of the game board. It's simple, but simple in a very good way. The graphics, are a little blocky here and there. They almost look like they'd be on a retro TV. Combine that with all the neon colors and kind of the more muted shades here and there, you have a vibe that really feel like it fits in a darkened arcade environment. And also, I personally like my LEGO things to look like LEGO, so I really appreciate that the designer didn't just go all tiles everywhere, and they actually let a good amount of studs stay open throughout the model. The backboard is a particular favorite of mine. This was pretty fun to build. I love the design work that they did with the brick-built letters. There is one weird thing though. There's just a little bit of tension on these parts. I think the backboard is flexing back a little bit somehow. Could this be to me and maybe how I built it? It's possibly my fault. I have taken it apart. I cannot find where this is happening, where the stress is coming from. So if you have this set and you've had a similar issue, please let me know. Regardless, it's like barely any flex. It's not a huge deal. The model is not going to explode, at least I hope it doesn't, but it hasn't so far, so I'm feeling thankful. But the most important part, how does it play? First of all, the flippers feel really good. They have just the right amount of resistance when you press on them, and also have a lot of wiggle room for you to add different amounts of pressure and really diversify the play. The game itself is also a lot more challenging than I thought it would be. Like, getting long play sessions in this takes some practice. The main goal here is to hit this asteroid so you can move the spaceman closer towards the space baby. And to really move the spaceman, you gotta pretty much nail that asteroid repeatedly to get him to move a considerable distance. Which, if you want quick play and you want to really get to the end fast, that may seem a little bit frustrating, but if you want longer play sessions, I think it actually has quite the advantage. You could potentially make it easier though by adding more weight to the counterweight on the bottom of the model. And then there's also the neon green ramp, which there is a considerable challenge of getting the ball up there. As of the recording of this video, I think I've only done it once. And and this isn't just a display piece for me. I have genuinely taken it off the shelf, put it on my desk just to play it. It's honestly a lot more fun than I thought it would be, which is a huge positive for the value. Again, this is $230, which is expensive as far as pinball machines go, especially for the size, but as far as LEGO things go, is a little bit more on the reasonable side. Especially when you take into account the size of this thing, look how big this is and compared to me. It's a pretty sizable model. But again, if you do want a pinball machine and you are a particular fan of pinball machines, you can easily go on Amazon. You can find far cheaper ones that actually work better, have electronics and sounds built in, and would give you a lot more of an authentic experience. This is the case where a very particular set of interests have to intersect for you to really want this model. But if you so happen to be that person like me, I think you're going to get a lot of joy out of this. I can say for certain that I definitely have. Anyway, that is my thoughts on this brand new pinball arcade machine set. Feel free to let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and that'll be it. Take care.